Over the years, there were many things added to Minecraft, or were planned to be added, but ultimately got scrapped. One of these things that was changed, and then reverted, was the Minecart. This feature existed from March 13th, 2014 to April 23rd of that same year. It was only in the game for 2 snapshots, so why was it removed? Snapshot 14W11A. Before this, minecarts would travel at a speed of 8 blocks per second. Now, 25 blocks per second. That's a 300% increase in speed. The carts would derail around corners if they gained enough speed. This might not sound significant, but just think about it. Today, if you wanted to get around quickly in your world, what would you do? Maybe fly over with your elytra and fireworks? That wasn't a thing yet. Maybe make an ice boat track? That also wasn't a thing yet. This is 2014, there was a completely different world. These were snapshots to 1.8. The best thing you could do was either make a minecart track, boat, or ride a horse. All of these things had their own downfalls. Boats used to break really easily, horses were hard to get, they lagged, and even if you found one, you still have to be lucky enough to get one that wasn't slower than a boat or a minecart to begin with. Enter the minecart. They were expensive, sure, but they could be built anywhere. You couldn't use boats in the nether since, you couldn't have water in the nether, and we all know what happened to PewDiePie's horse. The minecart was the only viable option for the nether, and in the nether, traveling 1 block is the same as traveling 8 blocks in the overworld. Before the speed increase, the minecart was just okay, but now, by far the best way to get around. Until they removed it. But why did Mojang do this? The new minecarts were so much better, they were super fast and it helped justify the steep price for the powered rails. And it just feels better, but why would they remove such a great new feature? It all comes down to stability. Slower minecarts would just be easier for the game to handle. The minecarts would derail, and even though that wasn't too big of an issue, it could still be annoying for new players, or anyone just trying to make a track with a lot of turns. It would also break a lot of pre-existing creations that involved minecarts, and typically Mojang tried to avoid that, or at least they used to. In a statement made by Dinnerbone, it reads, "I think for now sadly we will be reverting the minecart changes because the engine just can't support them nicely yet." Well, is that the conclusion? Is that all we're left with? A glimmer of hope for a faster mode of transport and we ended up getting nothing? Not exactly. With 1.9 came elytras, 1.11 brought us firework rockets to use on those elytras, and 1.13 blue ice was added which unlocked a whole new level of speed for boats, and boats could now work in the nether. Both of these things effectively rendered minecarts completely obsolete. The speed change never mattered in the long run, plus they kept the stability of the old minecart and they never broke any machines. So, I guess you got your cake, and ate it too.